Celeste is about a stubborn girl trying to climb a mountain and overcoming her inner insecurities along the way. The story is intriguing and very relatable, in fact. But I didn't play Celeste for the story, I played Celeste for the gameplay. Every level revolves around a new mechanic, which keeps the gameplay interesting and prevents it from becoming monotonous. There's a couple core mechanics that this game revolves around. There's a dash, jump, and the momentum mechanic. This mechanic is one of my favorites. You could do a lot with it, First of all, these traffic light things, if you time your jump just right, you'll be able to head off super far. But more importantly, it's exploitable, especially by speedrunners. What is happening? The game rewards skilled players. This game is difficult but fair. I think the target audience for this game are the type of people who like to smash their face into spikes for fun. Probably because that's what you're doing for 1/4 of the game. I was hitting under 500 deaths, all until the stupid hotel level and that wind level. Okay, I digress. There aren't that many ways that you could tell a game is going to be good from the beginning. But one of those ways is the tutorial. The reason why Celeste I knew was going to be good from the start is because after the first level, I don't even remember the tutorial. Trust me, the tutorial is probably going to be the low point of your game. And if it's not, you're playing Sonic and the Black Knight. Something better than not remembering the tutorial is when the tutorial is so well embedded into the actual game that it doesn't even become a tutorial anymore. It just becomes good game design. Something that is pretty hard to do. Another thing that affects tutorials is the length of the tutorial. I think that the best tutorials are short and concise. Being able to show the players how to play your game in less than 10 or 15 minutes is the goal, especially when games these days are complex as hell. Celeste is a simple game, however, and for a simple game, it has a very simple tutorial. I probably finished the tutorial in under 2 minutes, which is an excellent time for you to learn a completely new game. Tutorials, I think, should respect the player for not being complete dum-dums like the game industry thinks. People actually have more than 5 brain cells. Celeste's tutorial is pretty good, in my opinion, because it teaches a new player the mechanics of the game, and for an experienced platformer, is just another refresher, which you will be able to beat easily in under 30 seconds. I learned that in my second playthrough, which I will be getting back to. Each big level is divided into a subsection of smaller levels, as I like to call them. I get a whole Mega Man vibe whenever I play this game, because instead of being a side-scroller like any typical Mario game, 2D Mario, every time you go off the screen, it opens a new screen, which, in my opinion, is actually a better way of approaching it, because you can see the entire screen right there. Also, you know how in Mario, there's sometimes some leap of faith moments? Yeah, especially in the original NES ones. Fortunately, in Celeste, those things are completely taken out with these new telescope sort of things that let you see the entire level. The developers knew when their level was a bit large, which I definitely appreciate. Okay, we gotta make a plan now. So we go down there, we take a jump, yeah, and then we climb on there and we launch over there. Yeah, yeah, this isn't too hard. It's a it's a pretty long level though. So after we do that, wait, let me open another layer. After we do that, we climb on there. We wall jump, yeah, and then we wall jump again, and then we go over there, and then across. Right? You gotta make sure you don't hit the spikes. You get up and just go get that crystal thing, and you just gotta jump over, and you get a new dash for that crystal thing, and then you slide down the wall, and boom. Easy. Just really easy. Super easy. Easy. Alright. I'm ready. Let's try this. Also, in Mario, there are moons that you could collect. You know, the collectible moons. But in Celeste, you could collect these strawberry things, which are completely optional. And I know what you must be thinking. A collectible that's completely optional? Where's the incentive to get it? The incentive is the levels that the developers painstakingly crafted around getting those strawberries. The strawberry sub mini levels, whatever you call them, are actually one of my favorite parts of the game. They're so seamlessly implemented into normal gameplay that's barely distinguishable. They may be just little challenges here and there, and they may be just full, fleshed out mini subsections, but still, these strawberries are worth going after. Also, a minor screw-up is making the strawberries optional. I know, I said that it being optional is like a relief or something, but being one of my favorite parts of the game, I believe that they need a little more importance, because I didn't feel compelled to collect all of them my first run through, because I just wanted to finish the game, if you know what I'm saying. And I bet a lot of players feel that as well, and won't want to go through a second time just to collect all the strawberries. Just a thought. Moving on, the soundtrack is amazing, especially on the B-sides and the super awesome, amazing boss battle, which I will not be getting into, because spoilers! Speaking of B-sides are these extra levels that you could get by finding these cassette tapes in every single level. The B-sides, think of it this way. After you beat the level, you get a second level. So the game normally consists of a certain amount of levels, but with the B-side, you take that number and you double it. That's how you know that you're getting a quality game there. However, these B-sides are brutal. I mean, they're probably some of the toughest parts of the game, but this time, there is an incentive to complete them. It being a secret special level. After you beat the main story, there is a bonus level. But you have to collect 4 hearts to get to the bonus level. These hearts you can get by beating the cassette tape levels, or the B-sides, which, as I have previously noted, are brutal. Also, if you haven't picked up by now, you'll be dying a lot in this game. But it won't be as disheartening as dying in, say, Dark Souls. Because they have a great respawn mechanic. Respawns are almost instantaneous. They reset the level and let you try again. That's why, even in my many deaths throughout these levels, I am still be able to persevere and beat them. Matt Makes Games Studios. Wow, Matt, what an original name. Really nailed the feel of the game. The platforming has weight to it, and generally moving around is a lot of fun. There's a super intense boss battle which I will not be spoiling it, because it is too awesome. This super intense boss battle uses the movement system flawlessly to make the best boss battle I've played in a long time. If not the best, at least the funnest boss battle. The game is made to be fair in design, but it's still really hard. In my first playthrough, I died over 4,000 times, collected 69 strawberries, and 1 cassette tape, spending about 1 to 2 hours on each level. Alright, I have to level with you. 4,000 deaths is actually really bad. Shocker, I know, right? But the thing is, even after dying so many times, I still come back for more. The game is addicting. Even though I already beat it, I feel compelled to beat it again. The levels are really well designed around each gimmick that the level has to offer. You know the subsections I was talking about earlier? Those subsections, Each one of them produces a new challenge for me to learn and master. And really, I don't like games in which your avatar gets stronger. I like games in which you get stronger and learn how to master the game along the way. Every time I died, even for pointless strawberries, I was compelled to go back and try again. The flowing sense you get from doing some of these levels totally makes up for the BS jumps I had to do to get there. Except for that 4th level. I hate it because it's the wind in this stupid dirt. In my eyes, this is good game design. After going through soul-shredding levels, it leaves you with a unique taste in your mouth that only accomplishing a difficult task against all odds can give you. When you finally climb the mountain, you will find a satisfaction hard to come by in gaming. And also, when you stick it in your friend's face that you got more strawberries than he did, that will also give you a great sense of satisfaction. If you like 2D platformers or hard games, Celeste will certainly test your skills, and is definitely worth the $20 it is priced at. Definitely a modern classic.